Born on February 14, 1945, just months before the end of World War II, Prince Johannes Adam Ferdinand Alois Joseph Maria Marco Daviano Pius of Liechtenstein entered the world during one of the most turbulent times in modern history. Europe was shattered, cities lay in ruins, millions were displaced, and monarchies across the continent had either been abolished or were clinging to ceremonial roles. But in the tiny Alpine Principality of Liechtenstein, the royal family still held real power, and they were preparing their next leader. From a young age, Hans Adam was given more than just a royal upbringing. He was trained for stewardship. He received his early education at elite schools in Switzerland, known for their rigorous academic standards and international outlook. Later, he moved to the United Kingdom, where he studied business administration and economics at the University of St. Gallen in Switzerland, a decision that would prove crucial for the future of Liechtenstein. He wasn't just learning to wear a crown, he was learning how to manage a country and a fortune. Hans Adam took a special interest in economics, international finance, and governance. He understood early on that for Liechtenstein to thrive, it had to be more than just a picturesque microstate. His father, Prince Franz Joseph II, had ruled since 1938, navigating Liechtenstein through the war and the shifting landscape of post-war Europe. For over 5 decades, he was a stabilizing force, but by the late 1980s, it was time to pass the torch. In 1989, Franz Joseph II made a historic move. He voluntarily stepped aside, making Hans Adam II the reigning Prince of Liechtenstein. It was the first voluntary monarchical transition in Europe in modern times, a peaceful transfer of power rooted not in politics, but in preparation. At the age of 44, Hans Adam officially assumed the throne. But he didn't come to rule with pomp and ceremony. His leadership style was quiet, calculated, and deeply strategic. This was not a ceremonial monarch. This was a leader with a vision, and he was just getting started. In the modern world, most monarchs are symbolic. They cut ribbons, attend ceremonies, and give speeches. But Prince Hans Adam II? He's different. He's a monarch with real constitutional power, and he's not afraid to use it. In 2003, Liechtenstein faced a historic moment. Prince Hans Adam proposed sweeping constitutional reforms that would dramatically increase his own authority. The proposal included the power to dismiss the government, appoint judges, veto laws, and even dissolve parliament. But he didn't just impose this change. He did something rare in the world of royalty. He asked the people to decide. He warned that if the people didn't support the changes, he would step down and leave the country. It was a bold move. Some saw it as a political gamble. Others viewed it as royal blackmail. But in Liechtenstein, it was seen as something else entirely, a show of trust. On March 16, 2003, the people of Liechtenstein went to the polls. Nearly 2/3 voted in favor of giving the prince more power. It shocked the international community. In an age where monarchs were giving up authority, Liechtenstein had just handed more to theirs. Critics outside the country called it undemocratic. But inside Liechtenstein, the decision was met with calm confidence. Why? Because Hans Adam wasn't seen as power-hungry. He was seen as capable. His leadership wasn't loud or flashy. It was strategic, efficient, and deeply rooted in service to his people. And the people responded, not with rebellion, but with loyalty. In 2004, Prince Hans Adam II handed over day-to-day royal duties to his son, hereditary Prince Alois. But he didn't abdicate. Instead, he continued to oversee strategic matters and guide his heir. This modern transitional model of monarchy has helped Liechtenstein remain both stable and forward-thinking. Despite his immense wealth and power, Hans Adam II remains a private man, rarely seen in the global spotlight, but deeply respected at home. In 2009, Prince Hans Adam published his political philosophy in a book titled The State in the Third Millennium. It was a call for decentralization, a defense of monarchic tradition, and a vision for future governance rooted in reason and freedom. To this day, his ideas influence not just Liechtenstein's internal politics, but wider debates about monarchy, democracy, and sovereignty in the modern world.